everyone, this is Andrew here with Tower, and I'm just going to show you how to tune up your Priority Current e-bike. So one of the nice things about the Current Priority e-bike that we really appreciate, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot that needs adjusted on it. The biggest thing that would need to be adjusted on this bike is mainly the braking, and that's what you'll see down here. If you listen, you can hear that brake rubbing, so that's definitely going to need to be adjusted today. So one of the things that is nice about this bike that you can see here, so if you see here this belt drive down here, this belt drive helps make it so you don't need to have as much chain maintenance as a normal bicycle. Because chains stretch over time, they need to be lubed up, cleaned. This belt drive helps stay nice and clean, doesn't have to be lubricated or anything, and only really needs to be retensioned every now and then. This bike also uses an internal Shimano Nexus hub. And the great thing about these Nexus hubs down here is, again, much like the belt drive, they don't need a whole bunch of adjustments. You might need to barrel adjust every now and then, but for the most part, the Nexus is pretty, maintenance proof. So that's one of the nice things about this bike. So like I said, the big thing on this that you're going to need to tune up is going to be the braking. So I'll show you how to do that now. I'm going to grab my handy dandy 5mm Allen key here, and I'm going to head down right here to the caliper. So I'm just going to loosen these two mount bolts here, just enough so that we can get some lateral play in this caliper. So give this a few spins, and you can hear here already just loosening that, it's already way better than it was. So all I like to do is I like to give this a few spins and locks. And what this does, because this is hydraulic, the pistons come out at the same rate. So you can think of them as being self-centering. So what we do this is the hopes that when we squeeze the calipers that they self-center onto the rotor, and then we just tighten them down. All right, with those tightened, hopefully this should be pretty silent. So it's a little loud, so we do have to adjust it up a little bit here. See, and then from here, if it doesn't self-center all the way, you have to do a few adjustments on the top and the bottom. So if we look down there in between the pads and the rotors, we can see a little space here on the right side of the bike. So we're going to adjust that. See, and just like that, it's a lot quieter, a lot less rub. We can hear there's a few spots that are rubbing a little bit. So basically we would just true those out using our tuning fork. We just bend it out at whatever spot is rubbing. And the brake feel, they're nice and tight, no need to add any extra fluid there. So those are pretty good to go. And like I said, one of the nice things about this Priority e-bike is there's not a lot to tune up on it. Obviously you can air up the tires, you can true up the wheels. This one's brand new out of the box, so it doesn't need a whole lot to do it. And yeah, that's about all you would need to do to tune up your Priority e-bike. Join us next time while we talk about the long-term maintenance on your Priority Current. Thanks for joining us.